shout out to Iowa for winning the Big Ten championship today. What a comeback. What a second half for Caitlin Clark and overtime. And I think it's great for Iowa that the Big Ten championship finished a week before Selection Sunday, because Molly Davis will be able to return, the point guard who rolled her ankle last week. And if you haven't had a chance to see this video that I did on Caitlin Clark with Robin Roberts, a legend herself, I encourage you to check it out because it was a great piece on her. You can see how far away she was from the three-point line when she hit her game record-breaking three to surpass Pistol Pete. But what a year it's been, and I truly cannot wait for March Madness. And the game will never be the same because of Caitlin Clark and Maya Moore, who was her idol. And now she's doing the same thing for all the girls out there who have a big dream like she did. Man, I've been going back and forth with several people about this Tennessee-South Carolina game. Look, I've been coaching a long time, and I'm not saying I'm always right. And I'm debating with my former coach, WNBA players, like, listen, these are where the shots could have come from most likely. One is the way that Virginia Tech ran their play, but they ran it from the other side of the floor earlier this year when they ran a back screen across from here over to the strong side, and then the player would go to the other side of the basket, and they would throw the lob to the other side. That's the first option. So the reason why the defender is sitting right there at the top of the key, clogging up the paint, is because most of the potential shots are going to be in that area. The second shot would just be a strong side post if somebody was posting up there. The third would be from the help side over there. Somebody's curling, and sometimes they have a second curler coming in here. The fourth option or the fifth option would be at the pinch post, right there at the high post at the elbow. Now there's only 1.1 seconds left. Now, this player right here for South Carolina is the absolute last option. The defender is clogging up the paint. Now, I know the coach from Tennessee, who's an amazing coach. She's doing a great job. Kelly. She said that they should have guarded her. This player from South Carolina in 4 years had not hit a single three. I don't care if the coach herself says what she said. You have to sometimes placate to the alums, to the Pat Summitt people, to say the right thing to the media. What I would have said, and I'm not her, is this. There's about 7 options that we practice against in last-second situations that are most likely in this situation. From a half-court inbounds when they advance the ball after a timeout. And that is either post, curling once or twice, the high post, corner pass, a return pass to the inbounder, which they had time to do because the inbounder's defender is standing at the top of the key. So if they flash the post player, Cordoza, to the top of the key, pass it to her, and a quick touch pass back to the inbounder, that's another option. So there's about 7 options, the last of which is someone who has never made a three. Not only that, but at the top of the key. Now, it's crazy to me. So what I, again, would have liked Coach Harper to say is, we did everything we practiced. We took away every option. We took away that backdoor lob option. We took away the post option. We took away the elbow. We took away both curls. We took away the return pass to the inbounder. And the only option that we were going to give up was the return pass, the inbounds pass directly to the post player for the three. Because if she got the ball in the high post right there, the defender would have guarded her. She would have come up and put a hand in her face. But when she's at three, she's still thinking that there's a possibility of a lob or an elbow pass or a strong side post pass. So she's trying to watch 3 things And finally, I would have ended with this. If I was Kelly Harper, I would have done the same thing 100 of 100 times. You know why? Because if this defender comes up and guards her, and they set a back screen with that post player from South Carolina right there, and this defender's up here, and Cardozo rolls to the basket, and they throw a lob pass to her, and this defender was not sagging, they would have ripped Coach Harper to shreds for guarding somebody so closely who's never shot a three or who is not a great shooter from the mid-range. So I call cap even on Coach Harper, and I think that they played this beautifully. They took everything away, and the lowest percentage shot is what South Carolina got, and it's no disrespect to her, but it was a lucky-ass shot. The banks fucking closed on the weekends that late in the evening, and there ain't no way she called bank. She didn't say glass. She just chucked that shit up there. So look, destiny aside, like, Coach Staley's amazing. South Carolina's going to win the whole thing. And Tennessee's a tough out. Like, I don't want to face them, especially now. Because as heartbroken as they were, they're going to be pissed. So, again, just to summarize, I think Tennessee played this perfectly. I think the criticism, even Coach Harper saying that they should have guarded her even a little, to anyone out there, I completely disagree. I think they did a beautiful job. They took away 7, I only listed 6 here. There's probably 7 or 8 options that you could look for in this situation with 1.1 second left, and they gave up the lowest percentage shot possible in this situation other than a half-court shot. So shout out to Tennessee, shout out to Coach Harper, and shout out to that defender for clogging up the middle and taking away 3 things, 4 really, both posts, the elbow, and if she had caught the ball right here, she would have come up and guarded that. So she was guarding 4 things. The only thing she didn't guard was the top of the key. She never would have got there. She couldn't get there. It's impossible to get there when you're guarding 4 other things. So that's my opinion of it. The only thing you could do in this situation is do an alley-oop 3-pointer if you're thinking that the team has a foul to give, so that you're giving yourself the option to shoot the ball in one motion if they're trying to foul you if they have a foul to give. But that wasn't the scenario. That's just another scenario for coaches out there. Practice an alley-oop 3-pointer. So if they feel contact while they're catching it in the air, they can chuck it. And if not, they can land and then shoot it and hopefully draw the foul that way. So I digress. But anyways, great job, Tennessee. Great job, South Carolina. Man, March Madness is going to be unbelievable this year. Much love, everybody. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm wrong and that she should have come out and guarded her, that's fine. I completely disagree based on what she's doing here. I think she played it perfectly. Only 3 of her career. Only 3 of her career. Sorry. Tennessee played it perfectly.